Actually, we already studied about the discussions or introduction of the Dvanaloka. We already know about this information. Definition of Dvani. Kavyasya Dvani Riti Prachakshati Budai. The Buddha being wise scholars declare that suggestion is the soul of poetry. And types of Dvani. We discussed about 3 types of Dvani. Vastu Dvani, Alankara Dvani, and Rasa Dvani. And also we discuss about the Rasa Dvani is the highest level of the poetry. Supermassive, in the third section you can see here the supremacy of the Rasa Dvani. There is no poetry whose soul is not Rasa Dvani. Without Rasa Dvani, there is not soul of the poetry. The essence of poetry is certainly Rasa Dvani. How Dvani works. Dvani is the subtle process by which the suggested meaning is apprehended in the mind of the sensitive reader. It is the meaning beyond the direct word and its denotation. Okay, we already know these kinds of information. Therefore, we can move the next slide. The earliest and greatest exponent of Dvani was Anandavardhana. We already know about Anandavardhana. He is a scholar, a key scholar who provided the definition of Dvani. That work we called Dvanyaloka. Actually, Anandavardhana's period is 9 to 10 Christian era, 9 to 10 century of the Christian era. And there are 3, we also discuss about the 3 steps of the suggestion. The first step is the Vachaka, the direct meaning of a word. We can get the idea of that direct word in looking at the dictionaries and reading the meaning. First meaning. The second meaning is Lakshana, secondary meaning. It can take looking at the first meaning or Vachaka, direct meaning. Looking at the direct meaning, we can guess what is the meaning of the secondary. And also we can get the idea of the suggestion or third meaning, Vyanjana. It is actually not cannot get as one, but the readers or looking at the drama, the idea of the Vyanjana comes to our mind, and it depends on the experience of the readers or the audience. Yeah, I mention here the divisions of the Dvani. Actually, we cannot get real ideas of what are the real meaning of the divisions of these Dvani. Actually, we can take the real meaning of these parts or divisions reading the example verses. Therefore, don't think too much what is the real meaning of these parts, but just keep the mind about the words or the separations, divisions of the theory of Dhwani. Main divisions of the Dhwani, there are two main divisions of the theory of Dhwani as Avivakshita Vacha Dhwani. Avivakshita Vacha Dhwani is the literal meaning is not intended. And Vivakshita Vacha Dhwani is the literal meaning is intended but not the main focus. And Avivakshita Vacha Dhwani can be separated into two parts as Arthantara Sankramita Vacha, Atyanta Tiraskruta Vacha. Arthantara Sankramita Vacha means the literal meaning transfer into another meaning. Primary sense moves into the suggested sense. Atyanta Tiraskruta Vacha, the literal meaning is completely rejected. Only the suggested meaning is relevant. Example, in a metaphor, the literal sense is impossible and hence rejected. Vivakshita Vacha Dhwani also separated into two parts as Asamlaksha Pramavyangya. Asamlaksha Pramavyangya. The process of suggestion is not consciously noticed. We do not go through steps. Not going through the steps, the suggested meaning flashes instantly. This is the Rasadhvani. We can include the Rasadhvani is this part. Dhvani, Vivakshita Vacha Dhvani, and it follows the Asanlaksha Prama Vyangya Dhvani, and Rasadhvani is include this section. Another part of the Vivakshita Vacha Dhvani is Samlaksha Krama Vyangya. Samlaksha Krama Vyangya. The process of the suggestion can be traced step by step. Not going to not getting the main idea or Vyangya to get the theory of Dhwani. They want to go step by step. Samlaksha Krama Vyangya Dhwani separated into two parts, Vastu Dhwani and Alankara Dhwani. Vastu Dhwani, suggestion of an idea. We already know about that. And Alankara Dhwani, suggestion of a figure of speech. To get these Vastu Dhwani and Rasa Dhwani, the process is going to step by step. But to get the Rasa Dhwani, do not want to go step by step, looking at the or providing the first meaning. Looking at the first meaning, we can get the Rasa Dhwani. These are the categories or divisions, main divisions of the theory of Dhvani. Okay, now we have to start the reading of Dhvani. I selected the Dhvanyaloka, beginning text of the Dhvanyaloka. Okay. This is the very first verse of the Dhvanyaloka. First I read and then you can read it again. Kavyasyaatma dhvaniriti budairaya samamnata purva tasya bhavang jagadurapare bhaktama ustamanye kechit vacham sthitamavise tattvamochustadiyam tena bruma sahurdayamana pritaye tatsurupam. Okay.
So we read. 和尚您要读吗？
Okay. And this kata, okay. Kavyasyaatma dhvaniriti putthairiyah samang la tepuravaha tasya khyāvam jagadurapare bhagatama hustamanye kechit vajam sthitamavise tattva muju statiyam tena brumah sahritaya bhanah pritaye tatswarupam.
Yeah, anyone?
Yeah, I can have a try.
Okay.
Kavyasyaatma dhvaniriti buddhairayah samamnatapurvah tasya bhavam jagadurapare bhagata mahustamanye kechit vajam sthitamavise tattva muju stadiyam tena brumah sahritaya manah pritaye tatswarupam. Dr. Chin, do you want to have a try? Okay, there we go.
Ma dhavaniriti buddhairayah samanata purvam stasya bhavam jagaturapare bhaktamna rustamaye kechi dvaichan stik tamavishaye tastra muchustadiyam tena brumaha satrudayam manaha pridaye tat swarupam. Thank you.
Yeah, this is the first verse. It is little bit long verse. Okay, we can separate the conjunction this verse first. Kavyasya we can separate like Kavyasya Atma. Kavyasya Atma. Dhvani Riti Dhanihiti. Dhanihiti. Budairya. Budaihya. Budaihya. Samamnata Purva. Purva. You can remove the S. Samamnata Purva. Tasya bhavam, tasya abhavam. Tasya abhavam, jagadu rapare, jagadu apare. Jagadu apare. Bhaktam ahu ham anye. Kechid vacham, kechit vacham, stitam avishaye, stitam avishaye, tattvamuchu, tattvam uchu, tattvamuchu stadiyam, tena bruma sahurdaya manaha pritaye tatswarupam. Yeah, we can separate it like this of the word of this verse. Okay, now we have to try to understand what are the meaning of these words. First, kavyasya of poetry, no? Kavyasya. It is the possession, kavyasya. Atma, soul, essence. Dhvanihi iti. Dhvani is the suggestion. Iti, thus. Budaihi, by the scholars. By the wise scholars. Here, which? Samamnata Purva was traditionally declared earlier. Previously, traditionally declared. Tasya of that dhvani. Tasya is represent the dhvani. Tasya, that dhvani, of that dhvani. Abhavam, non-existence. Bhava is the existence. Abhava means the non-existence. Abhavam, non-existence. Jagadu, said, declared. Apare, another persons, some others. Bhaktam ahu. Bhaktam, secondary meaning or figurative meanings. Bhaktam ahu, say. Tam, that means a dhvani. Anye, by others. Kechit, someone, some others. Vacham, of the words. Stitam, existing, situated. Avishay, beyond the scope of the expression. Tattvam, reality, no? Tattvam, reality. Uchu said, Tadiyam, it's of Dhvani. Tena, therefore, Brahma, we explain. Brahma, we say or we explain. Sahurde, sensitive readers. Mana, mind. Prite, for the delight, for the pleasure. Prite. Tat Sorupang, its true nature. Tat Sorupang, its true nature, or the its real nature. Okay. That is the meaning word by word of this verse. Now we have to connect the meaning of these words and try to understand what is the general overall meaning of this verse. Actually, considering this first word, what do you think? What is the intent by the Anandavardhan writing this first word? Can you guess something?
Is this because the author he want to see that the Dwani is not a new one, it's already in the original in the ancient literatures, and he want to make it but it's not has been as made known to all the people, so he would like to make it to know to all, to make it more obvious.
Yeah. He wanted to explain this is not a new
Yeah.
thing, you know.
It's here the discuss. I think the scholar is want to say that the real meaning is not on the words, but any other words, right?
Yeah, actually, he wanted to explain this is not a new one. He clearly mentions the Samamnata Purva. The word Samamnata Purva is traditionally provided by the earlier. But if they provided or mentioned, included, they didn't clearly understand and clearly point out for the audience or for the readers. This is actually Dhvani. First, it found by Anandavardhana and mentioned. Traditionally, it explained not going to understand deep meaning earlier, but Anandavardhana tried to explain it clearly and point out, and he want to emphasize. And there is clearly or really has the theory of Dhvani concept. And also he mentions tasya bhavan jagadurapari bhakta mahus tamanni kechid vacham sthitamavise tattva muchus tadiyam. From these second and third lines, what do you think? Tasya abhavan jagadu. Of that dwani, absence of non-existence of that dwani, said some others said the non-existence of this dwani. It means, what do you think?
Because nobody, which means that the others, some they deny the existence of the Dwani.
Yeah.
They deny that even with a word, with a sentence, but some other meaning are there. But some people are denied that they have some other intention or some other suggestion of a sentence or of a literature.
Yeah. Even though there is the concept of dwani is really exists, someone reject or deny the existence of the theory of dwani. Therefore, actually, at the time of the Anandavardhana, there may be so many criticisms of the theory of dwani. Actually, we already discussed about the another poetic concepts also. They reject of the existence of theory of dwani. The one we can get the idea of this verse. There is one part of the persons. They said there is not actually theory of dwani. There is they cannot see the existence of theory of dwani. This is the one part, one parts of the persons. This is another one. Bhakta mahus tamanni. Other persons, some other persons consider the theory of dwani. Tam means the theory of dwani as bhaktam. Bhaktam means the secondary. Not they say we cannot get the idea about the suggestion, but they accept the secondary meaning. They accept there will be a secondary meaning of the word, but they cannot accept the third meaning. They say they cannot accept the suggestion. Vyanjana. They accept secondary meaning only. Therefore, those persons can be identified as Bhaktam. Their idea is called Bhaktam. This is the second idea of the rejection of theory of dwani. In the beginning of the third line, we can identify third rejection of the theory of Dhvani. Some other says Stitam Avishaye Tattvamochus Tadiyam. They said the theory of Dhvani is not existed, it is beyond the words. They said the suggestion is not really identified, but it may be in the at the beyond of the words. Actually, those persons also not really accept the theory of Dhvani. They are the third parties. Yeah.
Bande, I think the second one is also they don't think that the difference between the second and the third. What are the difference? The second one think that Dhvani is secondary. The first one think it's doesn't exist. Am I right? What are the three difference? Different
meanings. Different is the actually Stitam Avishay. Avishay means the it is not actually related to the first meaning. They consider it is not another one. It is not. It may be something like that. Actually, they really understand what is the concept of Dhvani, and they think the Dhvani is some kind of another one like that. Bhaktam is the secondary meaning, but the third one is considered Dhvani is not connect with the meaning, but something another one.
Oh, they think the Dhvani is different from it's another different things, not connected with this. Okay, understand.
Completely different from the real meaning, like that.
Okay.
Actually, they cannot really understand what is the theory of Dhvani. Therefore, they said Dhvani may be another different one. They cannot touch the idea. The Avishay means not touching the real idea. Yeah. Therefore, Anandavardhana at the beginning of the Dvanyaloka, he had to answer the idea of these persons, these rejectors. First, his duty was to reply of all these idea of the persons or rejections. Therefore, at the fourth line, he mentions tena. Therefore, there are so many rejectors of the theory of Dhvani. Tena. Therefore, Brahma. Brahma is the plural one. We are going to explain. Sahurdaya Manaha Prite, the sensitive reader, the mind for the delicious of the mind of the sensitive readers. We are going to explain the real nature of theory of Dhvani. That is the duty of his work. There are so many rejections of the theory of Dhvani, but my duty is duty to explain the real nature of theory of Dhvani, replying the idea of the rejectors. I think you got the idea of that first verse, no?
Yeah, I think I think this is very important. Yeah, because they also, yeah, he noticed the importance of Dhvani, and he even noticed that it is not there are some misunderstanding of Dhvani.
Yeah.
So yeah, he wants to make this Dhvani more obvious and with the right understanding.
Yeah.
I'm right. Is what he wants to do here.
Yeah.
But why he wants people to have the right understanding of Dhvani? Why he want to do this? Why did he want to do these things?
Actually, at the time of Anandavardhana, I think the discussions of these rejections also exist. Therefore, yeah, and at the time and before the Anandavardhana also, I think the rejections also exist. We discuss about the one theory. They also not actually accept the Dhvani. They not accept the suggestion, but they accept the inference. They are also the rejectors of the theory of Dhvani. And like that, we guess the idea that the time of the Anandavardhana, the discussions of the rejections also exist. Therefore, Anandavardhana has to reply for all of those idea of the rejections. No?
Okay. Okay, thank you, Bande.
Yeah, we called it the opponents. Rejectors, opponents. Yeah, these are the first suggestion was merely part of the metaphor. Some opponents or the rejectors say suggestion, the Dhvani is the merely part of the metaphor. They do not consider, they do not like to accept theory of Dhvani actually, but they say it may be included into the figures of speech. But an implicit figure of speech, especially metaphor, reducible to inference. I previously also mentioned someone considered the concept of dhvani can be included into the inference or anumana, but not it cannot get it separately. And someone says unnecessary as an independent category. They felt there is no need to accept dhvani as an distinct category of the meaning. It can be explained within the existing framework of literary and secondary meanings. Yeah, someone says there may be a secondary meaning, but cannot get as a as an independent category, like suggestion. Others we already discussed. We have to read next one. Budaihi kavya tattva vidbihi kavyasyaatma dhvaniriti sanjnitaha paramparaya samamnata purva samyaga samantannata prakatita tasya sahurda janamanaha prakashamanasya anye jagaduh. Okay, can you try?
Uttaihi davyatatva vikpihi kavyasyaatma tvaniniti samjittaha palam palaya yaha samanadapuravaha samya ka samantannataha prakatitaha tasya sahritaya jana manaha prakasamanasya bhavam anye jagatuhu.
Okay, have a try. Buddhaihi kavya tattva vidpihi kavyasyaatma tvaniriti sanjitaha paramparaya yaha samamnatapurvaha samyaka samantannataha prakatitaha tasya sahradaya janamanaha prakashamana syabhyabhavam anye jagatuhu.
Let me try. Buddhaihi kavya tattva vidpihi kavyasyaatma tvaniriti samjnitaha palam palaya yaha samanata purvaha samyaka samantanataha prakatitaha tasya sahritaya jana manaha Prakasamanasya Pyabhavam Anye Jagatuhu.
Yeah. This is not a verse. This is like like paragraph sentences. After mention the main verse, Anandavardhana intend to explain it furthermore, including few sentences. Therefore, he is going to discuss the oppositions of the dhvani furthermore. Daihi kavya tattva vidbihi kavyasya atma kavyasya atma kavyasya atma dhvani riti dhvanihi iti. Samgnita paramparaya samam nata purva samyak 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 asamantat natah prakashitah tasya sahurde janamanah prakasha manasya api abhavam anye jagadu. This is the separation of the words. Okay, now we can go to the find word by meaning of the word by word. Udaihi by wise person.
Excuse me, whenever.
Yeah.
Can you show the word by word, the screen bigger?
You can
Enlarge the screen.
you cannot see the
Yes.
I thought you can see the meaning of the word.
This one we can see, but now you explain the word, right? Literally word, right? So can you show that?
You mean like this?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the Buddhaihi by the wise or erudite person. Kavya tattva vidbihi by those who know the true nature of poetry. Kavyasya of poetry, Atma soul, Dhvani suggestion, implied meaning. Iti thus Sanjnata is called. Paramparaya through tradition, yeah, which Samamnata Purva has been handed down, taught earlier, Samyak properly. Asamanta fully from all sides, every parts of the of this dhvani. Umnataha understood, considered. Prakashita manifested, made clear. Tasya, that dhvani, sahurdaya jana, sensitive reader, connoisseurs, manaha mind, prakashamanasya, shining, manifesting. Api even abhavam, non-existence, anye others, jagadu, said. These are the meaning word by word. Okay. From providing these sentences, Anandavardhana explained the previous idea furthermore. Budaihi, wise, wise persons, wise scholars, erudite persons. The persons who have the idea of the nature of dhvani. It means the Buddhai. Kavya tattva vidhi. The persons who already know the nature of the poetry. Say like that. How kavyasya atma, the real soul of the poetry is suggestion for dhvani. The persons who has who know the real nature of the dhvani, they called the soul of the poetry as dhvani. And also, Anandavardhana explains that idea comes from the previous predecessors, no? Previous ones, paramparaya. And also paramparaya means the tradition. That idea comes from the tradition and also clearly explained by the persons who has the real idea about the theory of dhvani. Therefore, tasya sahurdaya janamana prakashyamanasya abhavam api anye jagadu. Even though some others say the non-existence of the theory of dhvani. However, I am going to explain, Anandavardhana says, however, I am going to explain the theory of dhvani for the pleasure of mind of the sensitive readers. I think you got the idea, no?
Yeah, a little bit.
He explains actually there exists the theory of dhvani, and that idea comes from the tradition, even though some oppositions regarding this theory of dhvani. Therefore, he is going to explain this idea for the delight of the sensitive readers. That is the idea of these sentences. Okay, now we can take a break.
Okay.
How long the break?
Yeah, 15 minutes.
How long?
Okay.
15 minutes. Okay.
Okay, shall we continue?
Yes, Bande, thank you.
Venerable,
Yeah.
excuse me, before you start the class, I want to ask whether we have class next week. I thought it's the Vexat day, right? Vexat.
Yeah.
So whether we have class next week, because this morning the Bante said we don't have class for next week. How about your class?
To me also same, because next week Vesak days, I think I also cannot do the class.
Okay, yes. So there's no class for next week,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
So when we will finish our class,
Yeah.
that means our lesson will be end when? When will be the lesson end?
Next
Next week is 30th. Maybe then next lesson will be 6th or 7th of June.
7th of June. Yeah, we have given 36 hours for one semester.
Mm-hmm.
How about other classes?
They haven't informed us also. I just want to ask you. When we ask other, I think maybe most probably maybe Dhammaroka and Venerable the Sirananda, they were, I think the middle of June, they will finish the class middle of June, most probably, because after that is study leave 2 weeks, right? After that, because 4th of July, we might have the exam, but I don't know which the exact date, we don't know yet. But the PGI has told me that we might have the exam on 4th of July.
Yeah, we can finish after two weeks, or I mean 2 days. After 2 days, next time, and after that, after 2 weeks, we can conclude. Stop.
Okay, they mean we will finish our class most probably 14, because after 2 weeks is 14th of June.
Yeah.
Yes, right? Yeah. Okay.
Saturday is the 13th, no?
Yes.
We can do the next 6th of the next month and 13th.
Oh, yes. Oh, then just now I write wrongly. 7 I wrote. So they mean okay. Yeah. Okay, 6. You are right.
13,
Yeah, 6.
And 21st, the semester is end of this semester. And since 21st of June, you have study vacation until the exam.
Is the exam difficult for us?
Not difficult.
Let Amaluida.
Not difficult if you.
But you can, for you, maybe it's not difficult, but for me, maybe difficult.
No, okay, I can say like that. And the translation of these two texts is what you should do.
You mean 2 texts. One is today text, is it?
Yeah.
The other one is the previous one.
Yeah, both Kavya Darsa and Dwanyaloka. You have to translate two texts, and I have to give only Sanskrit text, Sanskrit letters,
Okay. Yeah, okay.
because
So can I use the Romanized? You use Devanagari. Can I use the Romanized Roman letter? When I reply the answer, what I mean?
you mean
They mean I only translate from the Devanagari to English, isn't it?
yeah. Devanagari to the English.
So only Devanagari to English, no English to Devanagari, right?
No.
Okay, then it's no problem.
Only only Devanagari to English. You have to translate.
The translation you need a literary translation, or is a comprehension translation, or the communicative translation?
It is quite similar to comprehensive translation, I think.
Okay.
You do not want to give direct translation. You have to give the idea, and also you have to explain it furthermore.
Okay, we need to give more explanation, right? Elaboration or explanation? Only explanation, not elaboration, right?
Yeah, explanation. Yeah, it's explanation.
But the explanation is need to base on the text, or sometimes we need to give some more idea, our own idea also possible.
It's not problem. If you
Okay.
if you can give your own idea, and also getting some idea from the Sanskrit topics. It depends on you. It's not.
Okay. Jiang Hui, Dr. Jiang Hui, do you have any idea? Question you want to ask about the exam?
No, I didn't follow you very quite clearly. So just now I heard that there will be translation. One is this part. I just heard about this. This part from this part, or?
Yes, another one is for the previous PPT, no? The Kavya Dasha. These two texts. The Venerable will give the verses from these two texts, and then we do not need to do the literary translation, not meaning by meaning, but it's comprehensive translation, and gives further a little bit explanation. And if you have your own idea and scholar idea, am I right, Venerable?
Yeah. Translation of these two texts is mandatory, not.
You mean compulsory?
Compulsory, yeah. Translation.
Besides,
and you have to select. You can select another four questions altogether. You have to give answers for 6 questions.
6.
Yeah, 6. Including 2 translations.
They mean 2 translation. How about the others 4? Roughly what kind of question? They mean an essay type, is it? We want to explain, like, for example, what the meaning of rasa, or what kind, who create the journey, this kind of thing, or what else? The other 4 question is related to which area?
It is on the Sanskrit theories. I already taught the lessons, taking the ideas of those lessons. I made another eight questions. Yeah.
They mean total you will give 10 questions or 8 questions? 8 questions.
Yeah, all together 10 questions.
10 questions.
Yeah. 2 translation is compulsory. You have to select another 4 questions Altogether 6 questions you have to give the answers.
So now I want to know roughly the area for, that means the other 6 question,
Yeah.
that means there are another 8 question you are related all to your lesson. That means you have what you have taught in the PPT.
Yeah, really, all questions are related to my lessons, Sanskrit.
But yeah, there's a very vast also, no? I mean, what I mean, for example, that you want us to explain a certain thing, or they mean want to say a period roughly about what? I mean, last time you gave us do the presentation, so that kind of question.
Yeah, I did the what is that? The beginning of the Sanskrit poetics and figures
Figure of speech, alankara.
Yeah, alankara, and Riti styles, and rasa, dhvani, vaprokti, auchitya.
Hey, last one is what? Aukoti. What is the meaning again?
Auchitya.
What is the English?
English is Uchita.
What? I beg your pardon?
Yeah, Auchitya.
Never mind, I can check later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Applicability, like that.
Applicable.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I understand. Sorry, I because this topic is quite new for us, I think. But I don't know the others. It's a little bit new for me, so little bit difficult.
You mean this exam paper?
No, what I mean, like, because if I don't ask you, then I don't know what to forecast, because we don't have a past year paper. Normally, if we have a past year paper, then we roughly know what kind of question you will come out, no? But without past year paper, we have no idea at all. Because you have been taught you taught us a lot of things also, no? Because you're very detailed also in certain things, also in detail, because what you taught, not only like very brief, but also in detail. So in certain, you explain certain theory also. How about others? Jiahui, is okay?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because this is a completely new area, and it's because it's a Sanskrit language, and the theory is very lot of very diversity, and sometimes it's difficult to grasp the main idea. So it's not so easy to to mastering all the ideas. So
Actually, yeah, I know your difficulty. Actually, this course offer for after did the BA degree in Sanskrit.
Yeah, that's why, because we didn't study the BA Sanskrit. That's why we straight away moved to the diploma. So we are now struggling. Okay.
Yes.
I think, but for them it's not so bad. I think the Venerable Yan Zhen also quite good. I think Jiang Hui also, they have a more background about the Sanskrit, but maybe only about the drama things a little bit difficult for them. But other than that, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
But the content I think is very interesting and very helpful. But it's just but I think because we don't have that good solid foundation of Sanskrit, so our understanding of and mastering of the content is yeah.
For BA degree, all the students already know these information, these eight theories. They already know, and these are not new for the BA students following
Oh.
Yes, whenever you are right. But you have like for example, you have to according now because of course you are right. Because according to the diploma standard, so you have to have a very high standard of question. But according to our standard, you have to consider according to our standard because it depends because we one batch. So in this batch, you consider our standard. I think also there is also considerate.
Yeah.
It's a consideration because even we take exam, for example, if the we take a piano exam, for example, if they come to one small city, so they will lower the standard. If then you have the exam in London, so the standard will be higher. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the judge, because even the examiner also sometimes also based on that batch. That means, for example, they come to this city, all their standards are very high, so the passing rate also become high. But even though they go to city, their standard not so good, but they also must let them to pass because they also depend on that year and that batch also. No? Not easy for you all to have this kind of give simple question. I understand. Okay.
Because considering the ideas about the degrees, I think the syllabus also provided like that, considering the knowledge of the BA degree.
Yes, I know. Yeah. But sometimes because our this group are almost like only maybe one or two their standard are higher, but it's not so different. But if all like some student from BA, then you have to follow their standard because if some student are from BA, so you cannot adjust your teaching or your questions according to the other standard. What I mean, but our group are almost the same, but only one or two they are higher standard, but they are not from BA.
Yeah.
All are not from BA's degree, right?
Yeah.
Jiang Hui, am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Actually, I think our department also taking an idea about how to offer MA and diploma degrees without basic knowledge of the Sanskrit. I think Dhammalokatero also requested our ideas. How do we offer Sanskrit for the new students?
Yes, I think it's very good because if the study 4 years may be too long, at least if they can study diploma, I think also very good. Like Buddhism also, they allow the diploma student, no?
Yeah.
In Buddhism, also some that don't have Buddhist background, but they can study Buddhism in diploma. But of course, Sanskrit is more difficult. Not only theory, they need to learn a lot of grammar things.
How about other subject, other courses? 5012. Is it okay?
I think your subject is okay, no problem, because you teach us theory and also you teach us the verses.
Yeah.
I think it's not difficult. I think it's very good. I'm very happy. I think how about others?
Yeah, very very details and give us a lot knowledge, and we have the good idea of the Sanskrit Ratic and also the literatures, and it is very helpful for us to build and good understand. Not good, we don't have the good understanding, but we have a general understanding of the Sanskrit literatures, and yeah, I think this class is very helpful and very knowledgeable. Yeah, thank you.
Very interesting also, because you give a lot of picture,
Yeah,
easy to understand, because I think a picture also tells a lot. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. You make a lot of effort to do all these things, so it's easy to understand also.
yeah.
I
And I think your presentation, your PPTs are very good. It's all made by yourself.
actually I'm thinking about how to give this knowledge for the new students.
Oh, it's your these presentations, this literature's lecture notes were very good. Yeah, very helpful for us to learn.
Very easy to pay attention.
Yeah, yeah. I think
If
you
only
may
words.
have it costs you a lot of time to prepare this lecture notes. Am I right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, really appreciate it.
Yes, based on our standard, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, this is the summarize of the previous sentences provided by the Anandavardhana. Yeah, the view of Anandavardhana and his followers. Dhvani is the soul of poetry. Pavyasya Atma Dhvani. The view of the opposing scholars. They denied Dhvani as an independent category. They denied. They do not accept Dhvani as an independent one. Their arguments, suggestion is made a part of the metaphor. Someone called suggestion or Dhvani can be included into the figures of speech, Alankara, and it is reducible to inference, Anuman. And poetry's essence lies in other factors, not in Dhvani. And therefore, Dhvani is unnecessary as a separate entity. They held that poetry depends on Alankara, Guna, Reti, or Vakroti, indirect expression. They say they cannot accept Dhvani as a separate one, but they accept the theory of Dhvani, including other theories like Alankara, Guna, Reti, Vakroti, etc. Here mentioned the idea of some scholars, rhetoricians, Bama, Dandi, Nudbata. Bama, Dandi, Nudbata are the Alankarikas, rhetoricians who follow the figures of speech, Bama, Dandin, and Udbata. Bhatta Lollata and Bhattanayaka are followers of explains about the theory of rasa, how we get, how we apprehend the theory of sentiments, theory of rasa. And when they explains, they mentions about the rejection of theory of Dhvani, actually. Yeah, they actually they are not directly Anandavardhana not directly give the names of the opponents of the theory of Dhvani, but we can guess the intent about these scholars like Bama, Dandi, Nodbata, Bhattacharya, Bhattanayak, etc. Is there any questions?
Yeah, because I'm a little bit confused here. So what is the difference between Dwani and Rasa? Or what did this author, this scholar, he mentioned about Rasa here?
Which sections?
No, I mean the Anandavardhana.
Yeah.
Yeah, in his theory of Dwani, did he mention of rasa or did he notice the rasa when he's writing this works?
Yeah. You mean what is the difference between Dhvani and Rasa?
Yeah, yeah. And also, did he notice the difference of rasa between the two?
Actually, he mentions as one part of the rasa as rasa Dhvani. He mentions two parts: Vastu Dhvani, Rasa Dhvani, and Alankara Dhvani. Vastu Dhvani is we already studied about some incidents about the situation, and Alankara Dhvani is the relates with the figures of speech. If we get the idea of the Dhvani through the figures of speech, it is the Alankara Dhvani. And Rasa Dhvani is the if we reading or looking at the drama, we get get the rasa, pleasure, and comes our mind to the nature of the theory of Dhvani. At that time, we called it is Rasa Dhvani, and there is not Rasa and Dhvani. If we get actually, according to Anandavardhana, if we get the idea of the rasa nature of rasa, at that time, actually we get that real nature of rasa through the Dhvani. That state is actually we can call rasa Dhvani. That's why Anandavardhana explains the soul of the theory is rasa Dhvani. It is the highest, Anandavardhana explains, it is the highest level of the poetry.
Rasa.
Yeah, rasa.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, Bandi.
Here also mentions supreme position of Dhvani. According to Anandavardhana, without the suggestion of the without Dhvani, we cannot get real nature. We cannot get experience of the real nature of rasa without Dhvani.
You mean without Dwani, we cannot get the real meaning of rasa?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
For example, the Srungara Rasa, if looking at the drama, we can get the pleasure looking at the drama, the incidents of the Srungara Rasa through the characters, and at that time we comes to our mind about the idea of the Dwani. We can get real ideas of the Dwani through the rasa.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the next part, next sentences. The sentence. Tadabhavavadinang chami vikalpaha sambhavanti. It is a small sentence. Can you read again?
Okay. Tadabhavavadinang vikalpaha sambhavanti.
Tadbhavavadinam jami vikalpaha sambhavanti.
Tadbhavavadinang chami vikalpaha sambhavanti.
Tadabhavavadinam jami vikalpaha sambhavanti.
These are the meaning of the word by word. Tat of that, it means the Dwani. Abhava, non-existence. Vadinam, of those who argue. Cha means and. Ami, these. Vikalpaha, alternatives. Sambhavanti, arise. It means Anandvardhana gives some more information. The idea of the opponents or the persons who have the idea of the opposition about the theory of Dwani. This is he starts explaining these are another ideas, another alternative ideas. Vikalpa means alternative. These are another alternative ideas, ideas of the opponents. The ideas who keep the non-existence about the Dwani theory. The opponents say like this. They explains about the theory of Dwani like this. He mentions this is the one alternative idea. Anandvardhan explains this sentence. another one alternative idea who keep the opposition to the theory of Dhvani. Okay. Tatra kechit achakshiran shabdhartha sharirang tavat kavyam. Can you read again?
Okay. Okay. Oh. Tatra kechit achakshiran shabdhartha sharirang tavat kavyam.
Tatra kechita jachiram shabdartha shariram davat kavyam.
Tatra kechida chakshiran shabdartha sharirang tavat kavyam.
Tra Hechita Chakshiram Dartha Sariram Tavat Kavyam.
Thank you. Tatra kechit. Tatra means there, in the context. There, kechit, someone, some scholars, achakshiran said, declared, explained, shabdartha shariram. Shariram, shabda, word or sound, artha, meaning, shariram, body, tavat, indeed, kavyam, poetry. Yes. Anandvardhana mentions the ideas, one ideas about the opponents. They say, they mentions, they explain the body of the poetry is combined with word and meaning. Just only. They mention if we consider about the kavya, it is enough the combination of sound and word. Not do not want to include another things like dhvani. they means like that. Why they indirectly ask, why do you explain like the theory of dhvani? The kavya is enough combination with sound and meaning. I think you got the idea, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think the idea of that? Is it enough to consider poetry?
Not enough. Insufficient.
Yeah,
Sure, not enough.
Yeah.
I think this is just ignore. It just think that Gavia is just a static things.
Yeah.
This is Vada doesn't notice that people have resonance of Gavia, and they have their own feeling, different feeling of the So I think this is it's a static idea of Gavia.
And you can get clearly not actually we are discussing about the soul of the poetry. Without the soul of the poetry, kavya is like corpse.
Dead person. Yes. Yeah.
Kavi is like a corpse.
Mm.
Only not the soul. And soul removed, only the body. Exist only body, like word and meaning. Mm. The poetry is the body consisting of word and meaning, ornament and qualities. Body may be well formed, but without soul, it has no life, movement, or experience. Without soul, the person cannot move or not exist the life, not experience.
Mm.
Like that, if we compose a poetry, combining with sound and meaning or with figures of speech, it is like a corpse, because we cannot find a real soul of the poetry. According to Anandavardhana, the real soul of the poetry is Dwani. Yeah, you can see Anandavardhana's counter view. Dwani is the soul of poetry. Without that, poetry is like a corpse. Yeah, this sentence also Anandavardhana explains about another idea, another alternative idea that keep by the opponents. Tatracha शब्दगताश्चारुत्व हेतवोऽनुप्रासादयः प्रसिद्धा एव. Okay, can you read?
Okay. तत्र च शब्दगताश्चारुत्वा हेतवोऽनु प्रासादयः प्रसिद्धा एव.
तत्र च शब्दगताश्चारुत्वा हेतवोऽनुप्रासादयः प्रसिद्धा एव.
तत्र च सप्तगताश्चारुत्वा हेतवोऽनुप्रासादयः प्रसिद्धा एव.
तत्र च शब्दगताश्चारुत्वहेतवोऽनुप्रासादयः प्रसिद्धा एव.
Thank you. Yeah, tatra cha, there, that comes in. Shabda cha and Shabdagata residing in words, belonging to the words. Charutva hetava, causes of beauty. Anuprasadaya, alliteration. Anuprasa. Prasiddha, well known. Eva, indeed. This is another alternative idea. They explains Shabdagata Charutva Hetava. It means the reason for reason for causes for the beauty is the sound of the words. The example of this is anuprasa, etc. Anuprasa means alliteration. You already know anuprasa. It is the sound figure. Words or letters we can use again and again and get the alankara. It means anuprasa, alliteration. Anuprasada prasiddha eva, well known. Those alliteration, etc., which causes of the beauty of the words already well known in the poet, in the literature, in the poetry. Therefore, they ask the questions, why do you explain another poetry like Dhwani? The opponents ask, why do you explain another theory of Dhwani? And we already know the alliteration, etc., are causes of the beauty of the words. Even the causes of the beauty already exist. Why do you introduce a new theory? Opponents question like this, no? We can guess reading this sentence. Yeah, this is the final sentence for today's lesson. Okay. Arthagatas chopamadeyaha varna sangatana dharmaschaye madhuryadayas tepi pratiyante. Yeah. Can you read?
Okay. Arthakata upamadeyaha sanga ye ma prati.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Arthagata shaju pamadayah Vardhanasan Ghadana Dharmashja Ye Maturyad
Yeah, there's a problem with my internet connection. Okay, can you try another?
Dr. Lina, do you want to try?
Ina, do you want to try? Then I try first. Artha gata chopamadayaha Varna Sangatang Na Dharma Cha Ye Ma'adur Yadayaste Pi Prakti Yante.
Okay. Arthagata Chopamadya. Arthagata residing in meaning. Cha and Upama Adya. Simile, etc. Varna Sangatana. Varna, letter, sound. Sangatana, arrangement. Dharmaha, qualities, properties. Cha and Ye, which Madhuryadya, sweetness, etc. They also pratiyante are perceived, are understood. It means the previous sentence, Anandavardhana mentions about the idea of the alternative ideas of the opponents of the theory of Dhvani as the alliterations, etc., which are the sound, figure of sounds, and also simile, etc., are relate with the figures of speech, figures of meaning, and Varna Sangatana Dharma. Sangatana mean arrangement. Actually, we already studied about the qualities, excellences, poetic qualities. Madhurya is one of those qualities. Madhurya. And all of the qualities we can make through the arrangement of the letters. Therefore, Anandavardhana means Varna Sangatana Dharma. The nature of the composing qualities are Varna Sangatana, arrangement of letters. Yeah, it means the qualities, excellences, poetic excellences. Therefore, he mentions 3 parts. First one is sound figures of the speech and meaning figures of speech, Sabda Alankara, Artha Alankara, and Guna. From this sentence, he intend about the gunas. Altogether, all of those poetic figures already exist. The opponent's questions, all of those poetic figures and poetic already exist. Why do you introduce new theory like Dhvani? The opponent's question about this sentence. Okay, I think it's enough for today. Is there any questions about this lesson?
No.
Okay.
No question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We can wind up this session. Thank you all about.
Thank you, Bente.
You the
Thank you very much, Venerable.
Thank
you.
you, Bante.
See you the week after the next week.
Okay. See you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.